Hey, you guys. Hello. Happy Thursday. Happy Habit of Health Thursday. How are you? So I titled today's video, No Message. I'm just rambling because why? Last minute. No planning. I've been putting this off all day. Like, well, what am I going to talk about? It's Thursday. It's Healthy Habit Thursday. What can I say? What can I say that I haven't said already? And I could not come up with anything to say. Actually, there's several topics that I wanted to talk about, but they all seem like I don't want to do this. So how am I going to make this make sense to you? So I'm going to talk about this. Hey, Michelle, I'm going to make this go into like a meal planning conversation and how lack of planning just causes you to make decisions that you wouldn't normally make. So there you have it. There's our topic. All right. So I also wanted to talk about identity. And so you guys see I don't have on any necklace, any jewelry, a necklace. I have on some earrings and my rings. And so I used to sell jewelry for a company and obviously, right? I don't know if that's obvious or not. But anyway, so I used to sell jewelry. And one of the things that was really important is that people not have a naked neck. Like no naked necks. You don't want to have a naked neck. That's just not, don't go out of the house with a naked neck. So for the last few months, I have not had my jewelry. And so I've had naked neck. I used to always wear this gold chain that I'd had since high school. And the clasp finally just gave out on me. It had started slipping off. Hey, Jokin. Oh, Jocelyn. Jokin. I'm going to Google your name and learn how to pronounce it. Or maybe you'll just send me a voice text and let me know. So anyway, so I had this gold chain with a pendant on it that represented my sorority. And I finally lost this chain. I say finally because it kept slipping off and slipping off. And, stay with me. I'm going someplace with the story. And so it kept slipping off and slipping off. And then finally one day I was like, where's my necklace? Where's my chain? And gone. Completely gone. Very sad about it. But that was always my go-to. Well, if nothing else, I can always throw on that gold chain because that was my identity, was to have on a necklace because of all the years that I sold jewelry. So fast forward to now, I don't have a necklace. I don't have my jewelry. Hey, Kim. And I'm like, I'm feeling naked. I'm feeling like naked neck. Like, who am I? Can I really go out of the house without a necklace on? And what does that really mean? So this is again all in the identity realm, like how we identify, how do you self-identify? In fact, that's what I was going to call this video. That was one version of today's video before I just titled it, I'm just going to be rambling because now I'm rambling. And so how do you identify yourself? And what does that have to do with being a health coach, Laura? What does that have to do with reducing my A1C? I'm going to tell you what it has to do with. So let's rewind the clock to when I was kind of, pushing 250 pounds and wearing a lot of jewelry, wearing a lot of makeup, just like doing all of this external stuff because that was my identity. I'm like, well, if I look good, I'm going to feel good. If I look great, I'm going to feel better. People are going to be nicer to me, all the things. So when I shed those pounds, I also noticed that I shed some of the other external stuff that I was using to really protect me and keep me kind of in this identity. So, hi, Jenny. Good afternoon. So when we go through changes internally and when we go through changes externally, it causes our identity to shift. And so if we're not ready for that shift, if we have if I really self-identified with that 250-pound Lauryn, I'd be having some trouble right now. And you know what, you guys? I am having trouble right now. I went to the store the other day. Hi, Robert. I went to the store the other day and I had on my leggings. I always have on leggings, mostly. And I had on a shirt. But what I tell you what I always wear is a jacket. A jacket, I just took off my jacket like 20 minutes ago and it's like this fleece jacket, even though it's pushing 80 degrees here. And I'm in a house that's a little cooler because the insulation is really good. But anyway, so I noticed that I was always wearing this jacket. Why was I always wearing a jacket? It's so hard for me to go out in public without a jacket. Why? Because I'm used to covering myself up. I'm used to trying to hide behind something, whether it's jewelry, whether it's makeup, whether it's a jacket, and just not have like my actual body out in the world. And so my identity as a fat person, and I hope that doesn't offend anyone, but that is the term that I use, and I think other people use it too. So, hear my heart on this, was that I needed to cover up. I wanted to try to cover up. So now that I've lost those pounds, now that I'm pushing 150 pounds, not 250 pounds. It's like, oh, New Lauryn, new almost 150-pound Lauryn, doesn't have to wear a jacket to cover up for the same reasons. Maybe I have some other body issues going on that I may want to cover for. We can talk about that another time. But my point is, again, identity. And when we go through changes, when I no longer have that necklace that I just self-identified with jewelry, when I no longer have those extra pounds that I self-identified with wearing a jacket, with covering up, with doing all these other things, who am I really? Hey, Joyce. Hi, Sora. Who am I really? And how do I want to present myself? Oh, what about our hair? How about let's talk about hair? I've had braids forever, for so many years. But what? COVID. Can't get to the hairdresser and get my hair braided. So I have puffs. So who am I now with puffs that I wasn't with braids? Is that a new identity? So one of the things that I talk to my clients about as they're going through this transition is that you will see yourself differently, but before that happens, people will see you differently, and you've got to adjust. That was my clock going off, reminding me it's time to eat. You have to be ready for that to happen, but we're not always ready because we think inside we're the same person. I'm still nice, loving, caring, compassionate Lauryn as I was at 250 pounds, but people don't see me the same. So, and the clothes I wear are different. The styles I wear, the shoes I wear, the height of the heel that I'm able to wear is different. So all of these shifts have had to happen as a result of being nearly 100 pounds lighter than I was, some number of years ago. I don't know, 7, 8, 9. I lose track of the time. So my point is that is okay. It's okay that you're not seeing yourself in the same way that you were. It's okay that people don't interact with you, that they tease you, that they are bullying you. Why? Because you're now making them uncomfortable. They see you differently. Their identity of you is different, and that's causing them to have to interact differently with you. That doesn't mean you have to change your identity for them. If you're the fat person, you're the skinny person, you're I'm always the whatever person in the group. I always bring the macaroni and cheese. I always bring the this, but all of a sudden you don't eat macaroni and cheese anymore. It happens, y'all. It can happen. I'm one of those people. Then who are you? If you always bring the red velvet cake to the party and now you've changed your eating habits, who are you? How is the family going to see you? How are your friends going to see you? So I'm telling you this so that if you are on a journey and you are making a change and going through a transition, own that, be okay with that. And it's those other people around you that are going to need to make the shift. You don't need to make the shift. You continue to be the loving, caring, kind person that you are. If you are needing to change your clothes style, you change it, you own it, because you've made these you've made these changes in your body size for a reason. And now comes with that new responsibility, comes with that new clothes, comes with that new way people interact with you. And that's okay. So own that, lean into that, and just, rock it. You owned it. You earned it. You deserve it. So there we are, making something out of nothing. But I did kind of want to go back to the whole jewelry thing. So about the whole naked neck, I still don't have a necklace. I'm like, well, maybe I could go buy some more jewelry. Okay, that's COVID. But then, because I just can't go wandering around the store. But the real question is why? Why does that make me feel comfortable? Why am I feeling like, oh, wow, I don't have on a necklace. Are people going to judge me because I used to sell jewelry and I don't have on a necklace? Yeah, that goes through my mind. And that's okay. And so that's work I need to do, right? I've got to lean into that and be like, all right, it's okay, Lauryn, you don't have a necklace. You have some reasons why, and it's going to be okay. Okay, what about the hair? It's like, you know what? It's hair. It's like people change their hairstyles all the time. All right, you know what? You have puffs, you had braids, you can go back to braids. It's okay. You know what? You were 250 pounds, now you're almost 150 pounds. It's okay. All of these things are okay. But, I do like to end these things with a point. But I at least said in the heading, I'm just rambling today because I kind of really still am just rambling. But, so one more thing I wanted to talk about was the meme that I posted this morning. So, back in the day when we first started the Musings with Lauryn show, I would talk about the meme that I posted in the morning and how that was relevant to you and your health journey. So this morning's meme was, don't quit when you're tired, quit when you're done. So I'm going to leave this live with that comment. Don't quit when you're tired. You're going to get tired. Learning a new skill, which eating in a healthy way is a new skill, is tiring. But you can learn it and it'll become easier, I promise. So don't quit when you get tired. Quit when you're done. All right? Love you guys very much. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all the support on the page. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.